Hello there and welcome to class. My name's Brad. Today we have a beginner flow. All right, so I'm excited to get this started with you. It is a bit strong, so don't be alarmed. Just take your time, believe in yourself. I believe in you, even if I'm seeing you through a camera right now. But the biggest thing that I can say is take your time, go slow, and take breaks if you need them. This is not about being pushy with your body. This is more about enjoying the process of feeling and understanding more about your body and your mind and all of it coming together. Okay? So when you're ready, let's get started in a seated position. All right. So from seated, take a moment to bring your hands onto your knees or anywhere that's comfortable. Try to sit up tall in your spine, really, with a straight chest. If you can't, you can put something underneath your butt. And we're just going to close our eyes or look down on the ground and start Ujjayi breathing. If you're not sure what that is, check out my how-to Ujjayi on this channel. Okay? But when you're ready, take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Now let's begin Ujjayi breathing. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. We've got four more. You can try this even if you've never done it before. Just nose breathing. Exhale. Three more times. It's okay if you don't match my breath. Match your breath, please. The last two. And last one. Fully in and fully out. Good. On the next inhale, let's bring our arms up high overhead now. Breathe in. And on the exhale, we're going to twist over to the right. Left hand on the right thigh, right arm goes back behind you. And take a deep breath in through your nose. And a deep breath out. And sit up a little bit taller in the spine. We're going to keep this Ujjayi breathing, but if it's ever uncomfortable, just come back to normal nose breathing. Or, worst comes to worst, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. But do your best to do nose breathing. One more inhale, please. All right, and one more exhale. And then on the next inhale, we'll bring both arms back up high. Breathe in. Exhale to twist over to your left. Left arm back behind you, right hand on the left thigh. Breathe in deep. Breathe out and twist more if you can. Roll the left shoulder back. I think you've got more. Two more breaths here, all right? Breathe in fully. Exhale. One more breath in. And one more breath out. Okay. On the inhale, reach both arms back up high. On the exhale, we're going to do a side bend. So we're just going to bring the right hand down and reach the left arm over. Quick reminder, this is a beginner flow, not a beginner tutorial class, meaning we're not going to go over such perfect alignment, so it's okay if you don't know how to do this pose so well. Just match what I'm doing the best you can. Try to keep pushing the left hip down into the ground. Straighten this left arm, reach it over the ear, and bend your right elbow in, okay? You can look down if you want, keep the neck relaxed. Oh yeah, you can always smile, by the way. Take an inhale and another exhale. And then on the next inhale, bring both arms back up high to breathe in. Try to lift the shoulders to the ears if you can. Exhale, other side. Left hand down, bend the left elbow, reach the right arm over your ear. You can look down over the left shoulder, push the right butt cheek, yes, down into the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out to lengthen over even more. All right, one more inhale. And then one more exhale. On the next inhale, reach both arms back up high. And then on the exhale, just bring your hands to heart center. And we're going to make our way to cat-cow. So come forward onto your hands and your knees. Spread the knees hip width distance apart, hands in line with the shoulders. If you can, we're going to try this. Flip your hands backwards, but make sure that the wrists don't have any pain. It feels more like they're stretching. Don't go too far into the pain point, okay? And we're just going to lean forward and back 3 times. Keep the palms of the hands down and the heels of the hands, this area, down too. Shift forward and back, okay? 2 more times. Can you still Ujjayi breath? Or nose breathe? 1 more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Good. From here, come all the way back to center. Shake the hands out. Let's do a few cat-cows now. So on the inhale, try to keep the arms straight as much as you can. Drop your chest towards the ground. Let the butt stick out. Arch the lower back. On the exhale, push into the hands, round the spine. Squeeze the core a bit tighter, but exhale everything out. All right, 4 more. Just like that, slowly. Drop the chest. Breathe in. Let the stomach kind of go to the ground. Exhale, push into the hands, round the spine. You've got 3 more. Arch the spine, slowly breathe in. Exhale to round. Okay, 2 more. Breathe in deeply. Exhale, tuck and round. Last one. Full inhale, breathe in. And exhale all the way. Push into the hands and round. Good. Back towards center. Stay as you were on the mat. I'm just going to give you this side view. Reach the left arm towards the ceiling to breathe in. And on the exhale, we're going to do thread the needle. Bring the left arm underneath you. Try to get the entire left shoulder down to the ground. Okay? And take a breath in. And a breath out. Maybe even close your eyes here. Let's just do 1 more breath. Make sure that it feels comfortable enough to where you can breathe. And a breath out. And on the next inhale, slowly come back up, reaching the left arm towards the ceiling. On the exhale, come back to your hands and knees. Option to take another cat-cow. So arch the spine, breathe in. Push into the hands, round the spine, breathe out, but you don't have to do it. Back to center, and then we're going to reach the right arm high towards the ceiling on the next inhale. Breathe in. Exhale to bring the right arm underneath you, the shoulder down and the side of the head down, and breathe out. And let's stay for a deep inhale. And an exhale. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Okay, on the next inhale, let's come all the way back up, reaching the right arm back up high. Exhale back to your hands and knees. And take a cat-cow. Arch the spine, breathe in. Exhale, round the spine, breathe out. Okay, back to center now. From here, we're going to extend the right leg back. Okay, and then reach the left arm forwards. Either the top of the foot can be on the ground or you can tuck the toes. Up to you, find what works and get a nice grip in the right hand. Then from here, lift up the right foot and breathe in. On the exhale, see if you can bring the elbow and the knee to touch, but make sure it's a slow, calm breath, not a breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale, lengthen. We've got 2 more, okay? Exhale together. And then 1 more, lengthen, breathe in. Exhale together. Lengthen to breathe in on this last one. And on the exhale, come back down to your hands and knees. Again, another cat-cow if you wish. Arch the spine, breathe in. I think you can never get enough of cat-cows. Or we just call them spinal movements, yeah? Next inhale, extend the left foot back. Again, right foot, toes can be tucked or the top of the foot can be on the mat. Find what works. Take a nice grip in the left hand. Reach the right arm forward. Take a breath in. Lift the left foot off the ground. On the exhale, bring your elbow and knee to touch. Calm exhale. Can you breathe out deeper? 2 more. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale together. Good. 1 more. Breathe in, lengthen. 1 more together. This time, lengthen and hold. On the exhale, back to your hands and knees. Take another cat-cow when you're ready. Arch the spine, breathe in. And tuck and round the spine to breathe out. Good. Let's bring the hands a little bit more forward now and lower down for our first baby chaturanga. Take the elbows in towards the chest. Slowly exhale. Keep the feet on the ground. As you inhale, squeeze the elbows back. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, breathe in. And on the exhale, let's press ourselves back towards child's pose. Slide the hips a little bit further back. Spread the knees wide. Breathe out. And we'll stay here just for a breath in and a breath out. But if the knees are hurting at all, just lift the hips a little bit higher. Okay? And let it go. On the next inhale, shift forward to your hands and knees again. And then we'll lower down again. Elbows in, chest to the ground, breathe out. Cobra pose, squeeze the elbows back, keep pushing the feet into the ground. Exhale back towards child's pose. And one breath in, one breath out. And then our last one, shift forward on the inhale, hands and knees. Keep the butt a little bit engaged, push out through the hands. Exhale, lower down. And take a nice inhale for a cobra pose. Squeeze the elbows back, roll the shoulders back, keep the feet down. Exhale back towards child's pose. And now our great transition, as I like to call it. Come into downward facing dog. So from here, shift forward a little bit towards your hands and knees. Slide the hands a few centimeters or inches back. Tuck your toes. Okay, keep pushing out through the hands like the shoulders are going to your ears. As you see that, not here, here. Lift the knees. Begin to drive the hips up and back and then drop your head. You may hear some weird muffling sounds. Up and back, downward facing dog. And welcome to class. Okay? And from there, if you want, you can bend the knees a little bit, move the feet around. Really focus on lifting those hips high. And I would say, if at all, of all poses in yoga, when you're first starting out, mastering down dog is probably, I would say, the number one pose to get comfortable with so that the rest of the yoga poses can be manageable. Because when you do this flow, which we're about to get into, yeah, this is the pose that we come to the most often. This is our reset pose and our starting pose. Okay, we're done in down dog. Slowly begin to walk your feet all the way towards your hands. Take your time. Try to keep pushing out through the hands. And from here, we're going to have the feet a little bit spread apart. Okay? On the inhale, let's half lift. So you can have a bit of a bend in the knees, hands on the shins, flatten the back, arch the back, but keep the head a little bit down. Don't lift it too much. On your exhale, let's forward fold down to the ground. Relax the hands, drop your head, breathe out. Keeping the knees a bit bent, round your spine slowly to standing. We'll bring the arms out to the side and bring the arms up high overhead, breathe in. And then on the exhale, let's bring the hands to heart center. On the next inhale, let's bring both arms back up high overhead. And on the exhale, slowly forward fold down to the ground. A little bending of the knees is also helpful here, and a flatter back. Let the hands go to the shins or to the ground. Breathe out. 2 more times with focus on breath work now. Halfway lift, hands on the shins, flatten the back. Exhale, hands towards the mat or behind your legs. Forward fold, drop your head down. On the inhale, round the spine up towards standing. Sweep the arms out to the side. Bring them up over your head. Full exhale, hands to heart. We start slow and then it goes faster, okay? Sweep the arms back up high overhead to breathe in. Exhale to forward fold down to the ground, a little bending of the knees, flattening your back, come down. Let's do this 3 more times, but add a little bit of speed to it. You can, of course, go slower. Halfway lift, breathe in, flatten the back. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat or behind the calves. Rise to standing, sweep the arms up high overhead until the palms touch. Full breath. Exhale, hands to heart. Full inhale, strong arms, bring them up over your head. Full exhale, forward fold. Stay with this pose. 2 more, halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the calves or on the mat. Rise to standing. Arms come high overhead. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart. And bring the arms back up high overhead on the next inhale. And exhale to forward fold back down to the ground. Breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Last one. Exhale, forward fold, breathe out. Rise to standing, inhale, arms high overhead till the palms touch. You can do it. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms back up high, breathe in. And exhale to forward fold all the way down to the ground to breathe out. Halfway lift to take your inhale now. On the exhale, plant your hands to the mat, step your feet back, and come down onto your knees. So come to a plank pose first, and then come down onto your knees. Good. Push into your hands a little bit more, squeeze your butt a little bit more, and then we're going to come back to plank pose again. So we're going to try to keep the legs strong and the plank pose strong to breathe in. And then on the exhale, we're going to bend the knees a bit, push out through the hands, and shift the hips back to down dog and breathe out. Okay, let's do that again. Shift forward to plank pose slowly. Breathe in. And this is kind of how you know that down dog is all right for you, if you can go from plank to down dog without moving the hands. Then from there, bend the knees a little bit, push out through the hands, shift back, shift back, shift back to down dog, lift the hips, lift the hips, lift the hips, lift the hips. Okay, last one. Shift forward to plank pose. I know that it's tough. You can take child's pose. Don't forget that. From there, bend the knees a bit, push out through the shoulders, lift the hips back, 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 back to downward facing dog and breathe. Okay, good. From here, take an inhale. On the exhale, slowly shift forward to plank pose and come down onto your knees. Again, this time step the right foot forward in between the hands and then sweep both arms high overhead on your next inhale. If the knee hurts, roll the mat up and put it underneath your knee, okay? But from here, reach the arms up high towards the ceiling, breathe in. On the exhale, bring your hands to heart center. On the next inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, reach both arms high overhead. And on the exhale, reach the left arm forward, the right arm back, and breathe. Okay. Inhale to bring both arms back up high. Exhale to slowly bring both hands to the mat. From here, lift the left knee off the ground. Bring both hands to the mat and step back towards plank pose. Breathe in. And then bend the knees, push out through the hands, shift back towards downward facing dog. Breathe out. Take one breath in and one full breath out. Okay, then here we go. Shift forward to plank pose. Breathe in. On the exhale, come down onto your knees. Step the left foot forwards as much as you can. Okay, and then make sure that we sweep the arms up high for high lunge. Breathe in. Or low lunge, sorry. Exhale to bring your hands to heart center. All right, sweep the arms back up high overhead, full engagement of the arms. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back, open the spine. Good. Bring both arms back up high overhead. On the exhale, slowly bring both hands to the mat. Lift the right knee off the ground, step the left foot back to plank pose. This time it's different. Come down onto your knees. Slowly lower down for a baby chaturanga. Elbows in, chest to the ground, breathe out. Cobra pose, keep the feet down, squeeze the elbows back. Squeeze. And on the exhale, shift back to down dog. So this is where you slide the hands a bit back like you're going to child's pose. Tuck the toes, push out through the shoulders, lift the knees off the ground, back to down dog. Breathe out. And one full breath in. And one full breath out. Okay. Here we go from down dog. Let's start a little bit of our flow. We're going to lift the right leg towards the ceiling. Try to do this as slowly as possible. Lift it up on your inhale. Breathe in. The left leg can bend a little bit. That's fine. On the exhale, slowly bring the right foot in between the hands. Breathe out. Okay. Keep the feet wide apart from each other. And then on the inhale, slowly reach both arms high for a high lunge. Find your balance point, take your time, breathe in. On the exhale, see if you can bring your hands to heart center. Good. Sweep the arms back up high overhead to breathe in. On the exhale, slowly bring your hands to the mat. Okay. Step your feet back to plank pose to breathe in. And then come onto your knees as you exhale and lower down for chaturanga or a baby one. Elbows in, chest towards the ground. Tops of the feet down, squeeze the elbows back. Take an inhale for a cobra. On the exhale, press yourself again back towards down dog, but we kind of start like it's going towards child's pose, okay? Slide those hands back, don't forget. Tuck the toes, shift the hips, push out through the shoulders, breathe out. Okay, left leg is going to lift. On the next inhale, slowly lift the left leg a bit towards the ceiling. Bend the right leg a little bit to lift the left leg higher. Breathe. On the exhale, slowly bring the left foot in between your hands. Make sure the feet are nice and wide apart. Ground through the feet. Slowly rise to high lunge. Breathe in. On the exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Make sure you're breathing, yeah. Sweep the arms back up high overhead on the next inhale. And on the exhale, slowly bring the hands to the mat. Step the left foot back. Take an inhale for plank pose. Push out through the hands. On the exhale, come down onto the knees. Elbows in, chest to the ground. Feet down on the mat. Squeeze the elbows back for a little cobra pose. And then on the exhale, press yourself back towards down dog. Slide the hands back. Tuck the toes. Push out through the shoulders. Lift the knees, down dog. One breath in. This is our flow. One breath out. Okay, adding on. We've got about 3 more. Lift the right leg towards the ceiling. Breathe in. On the exhale, slowly bring the right foot in between your hands. Step it forward or use your right hand to bring it in. Now from here, spin the left foot down at 90 degrees. It's parallel to the back of the mat. Your right heel and your left heel can be in one line, or the right heel and the middle of the left foot can be in one line. If that's confusing, forget it. Don't worry about it. Just come up into warrior 2, okay? So we come all the way up, reaching the left arm back, right arm forwards. We want to look forwards though, okay? Bend the right knee, make sure the knee is in line with the ankle. Lots of cues, all good. Take a breath in. Stronger arms, breathe out. Imagine I'm going to come touch your arms. Don't let them move. One more breath in. And then on the exhale, we're going to bring both hands to the mat. So spin your left heel as the hands come down. Step the feet back, plank pose. Breathe in, strong legs, strong butt. Come down onto the knees, exhale, chaturanga. Tops the feet down, inhale for cobra pose. Squeeze the elbows back and shoulders back. Exhale, back to down dog. Slide the hands. Tuck the toes, push out through the shoulders, lift the knees, breathe out. On the next inhale, stay. Exhale, breathe out. Left side, let's go. Slowly lift the left leg towards the ceiling, breathe in. On the exhale, slowly bring the left foot in between the hands. If you need to step it forward, that's fine. Spin the right foot down to the ground 90 degrees, so parallel to the back of the mat. Check in with heel to heel or heel to the middle of the right foot. And rise the right arm back, left arm forwards, and breathe. Look over the left hand. Check in to make sure the left knee is moving outwards. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. One more breath in. On the exhale, spin the right heel, bring both hands to the mat, step back to plank pose. Strong legs, strong butt, push out through the hands, breathe in. Exhale onto the knees, chaturanga, baby, exhale. Inhale, cobra pose. All right, exhale to child's pose, just for a breath. Let yourself relax and reset. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Okay, let's begin to put this together now. Shift forward again towards your hands and knees. Push out through the hands. Let the lips lift, hips lift. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Drop the head down. Okay. On the next inhale, slowly lift the right leg towards the ceiling. Breathe in. On the exhale, bring the right foot in between your hands. Keep the feet wide apart, and on the next inhale, rise to a high lunge. Sweep the arms up high. Let's come into warrior 2 on the exhale. So we're going to do it from here. Spin the left heel down to the ground, arms out to the side, right knee in line with ankle, and breathe. Take an inhale, and take an exhale. And now let's try a little surprise. Keep the right leg bent, flip the right hand upwards. Don't move this right leg. Left hand slides down the left leg, keep reaching the right arm over your ear. So a bit of a side bend. Teachers teach different. You can look up towards the right hand, or you can look down towards the left shoulder, which I prefer. But we're going to breathe in for one breath, and breathe fully out, and then breathe in. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the hands to the mat again. Spin the left heel up, step the right foot back, plank pose, breathe in. On the exhale, come down onto your knees, lower down, baby chaturanga. Cobra pose to breathe in. Exhale to down dog, shift back, slide the hands, tuck the toes, push out through the shoulders, lift the hips, breathe. Take a deep inhale and an exhale. Okay, left leg. Let's lift the left leg towards the ceiling, breathe in. On the exhale, slowly bring the left foot in between your hands. Make sure the feet are nice and wide apart. On the inhale, rise, high lunge. Slowly breathe in. And on your exhale, let's come into warrior two. Take your time. Spin the right heel down, 90 degrees. Arms out to the side. Look over the middle fingers. Keep this left leg nice and strong and breathe out. Ready? Okay, let's go. Flip the left hand upwards. Keep the left leg bent. Reverse warrior. Right hand down the right leg. Left arm over your ear. You can look up towards the fingertips or you can look down over the right shoulder. We'll take a breath in. And a breath out. And another breath in. And then on the exhales, bring the hands to the mat, spinning the right heel upwards. Step the feet back to plank pose. Legs tight, butt tight. Breathe in. On the exhale, lower down, baby chaturanga. Cobra pose, breathe in. Okay, back to downward facing dog if you can. Otherwise, take child's pose. We're just going to do that round one more time. Breathe in through your nose. And breathe out. I'm going to hold down dog for 2 more breaths. So if you're in child's pose, it's totally fine. Just meet us in down dog in 2 more breaths. Last one, breathe in. Okay, let's all meet in down dog, breathe out. Okay, here we go. Adding on cueing, step your left foot a little bit towards the middle of the mat in the back, and then lift the right leg towards the ceiling to breathe in. And then on the exhale, slowly bring the right foot in between your hands. Then step the left foot a little bit out to the side, then rise, high lunge, breathe in. That was a lot, huh? It might have been confusing, but just find me in high lunge. Breathe in. On the exhale, warrior two. Left foot down 90 degrees, arms out to the side. And do you see how we keep cueing breath? So keep focusing on the breath. Breathe in 1 breath here. And breathe out. And then reverse warrior. Flip the right hand. Left hand down the left leg, right arm over the ear. And breathe out. And breathe in from here. And on the exhale, bring your hands to the mat and step back to plank pose. Legs tight, butt tight, breathe in. On the exhale, come onto your knees, baby chaturanga, breathe out. Tops of the feet down, cobra pose, breathe in. Downward facing dog, exhale. 1 breath in and 1 breath out. Now step the right foot in towards the middle of the mat in the back and lift the left leg towards the ceiling. Breathe in. And on the exhale, bring the left foot in between your hands and then step the right foot a little bit more out to the right. So that's the back foot. Inhale, high lunge. Breathe in. On the exhale, warrior two. Right foot down, 90 degrees, arms out to the side. We stay for a breath. And breathe out. Keep the arms strong and the shoulders relaxed down. Flip the left hand upwards, reverse warrior, breathe in. Stay on the exhale. Stay on the inhale. And then on the exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, plank pose. Squeeze the legs, squeeze the butt, breathe in. You made it. Exhale onto the knees, baby chaturanga. Cobra pose, breathe in. Child's pose, breathe out. 2 slow breaths. Okay, on your next inhale, find your way all the way up towards a nice seated position. And we can extend the legs forwards. Okay, and just shake the legs out. From here, we're going to bring the right leg up and over the left thigh. And this is something also that's tricky. If this is really hard for you, you can also sit on a pillow or something heavier so that the hips can release down, or something higher, I mean. Hug your right knee into your chest with your left arm as much as you can. Maybe even kiss the knee. You can try it. And then reach the right arm back behind you. Roll the right shoulder back. We're just going to take 2 breaths here, so breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in again. And breathe out. On the next inhale, come back to center. Extend the right leg forward. Shake it out. Very nice. Left foot in now, as much as you can, comfortably of course. Bring the left leg over the right and hug the left knee into your chest with your right arm. Maybe another kiss. And then reach the left arm back behind you. Roll the shoulder back. Okay, 2 breaths here. Breathe in. And breathe out to roll back. And 1 more breath in. And roll the shoulder as far back as you can. I'll give you a bonus breath actually. Take 1 more. And roll. Good. On the next inhale, come back to center. Extend the left leg forward. Shake it out as well. And then we're going to bring the feet in. Soles of the feet together. Knees spread wide apart. This is a weird cue too. And if you're a beginner, maybe you don't want to do this yet, but try to lift up the things underneath your butt. Yeah? Pull it out so you can sit more on the sit bones. From here, see if you can bring your hands underneath your shins. Just as much as you can, okay? And then extend the feet maybe a little bit more forward. Drop your head to the ground. We're going to hold this for 3 slow breaths. Breathe in. You can close the eyes if you wish. But it often takes time before we feel comfortable to just close the eyes and release in a pose. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. Very nice. On the next inhale, slowly begin to rise yourself back up. Okay. Bring the feet hip-width distance apart. Shift the butt a little bit more forward. Grab the backs of your legs. Lower yourself down. But keep the feet down, head down as well. We're going to try to touch our fingers to our heels and take bridge pose for 3 breaths as well. So make sure that the feet are straight. They're not turned outwards or inwards. So just check in with them for a moment. See if you can touch them. And then on the inhale, slowly drive your hips all the way up towards the ceiling, squeezing the knees a bit more towards each other, but not together. Just the thought process is bringing them in. Squeeze the butt, and see if you can interlace your hands behind your back and squeeze the shoulders. Kind of lift one shoulder then the other and drive the hips up. 3 breaths begins now. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. And breathe out. And 1 more. Full breath in. And on the exhale, slowly release the hands. Release your hips down to the ground. Take a moment for the hips to settle. Let the knees move together. Feet apart. Arms out to the side. 1 breath. In and out. Okay. Let's hug our knees into our chest now. Either the tops of the knees or the backs of the legs. And just rock a little bit from side to side if you can. Try to massage the lower back. Should feel pretty comfortable. But make sure you make it feel comfortable. If it doesn't feel so comfortable, then maybe back off a little bit. Okay. Slowly bring the feet down to the ground. Lift up the hips and move them right. Show that again. Lift up the hips and move them right, and move the knees to the left. Arms out to the side. Look over the right shoulder. 3 breaths here as well. Close the eyes if you wish. On the next inhale, bring the legs back to center first. Move the hips back to center second. Okay? And then we're going to move the hips to the other side. Lift up the hips, move them to the left, move the knees to the right. Look over the left shoulder. 3 breaths. Begin. Okay. When you're ready, bring the hips and the knees back to center. Slowly take a moment to breathe, yeah? And then extend both legs forwards to the front of the mat. Arms relaxed to the side. Close the eyes. Take a full breath in. Full breath out through the nose or through the mouth. And then we just have a short shavasana. Relax the legs, the arms. Breathe. Stay still. This is the most important pose of class. Okay. I'd like to offer you to stay here, keeping the eyes closed, staying in this same position. But our time together for this class is now over. So, as I love to say, Namaste means that I bow to you, which I do, and that the light in me honors and cherishes the light in you as well. I wish you a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, whenever this practice is taking place. And from my heart to yours, Namaste.